Man, what is going on? Let me make sure I clean off my camera real quick. There we go. Let's see if that's a little better. So today we are going to be transforming. We're putting new shoes on Thor today. I just did the back one, got some 22s on the back, and this is the 20 that was on there initially. There's that one, and I've already lined up that one. So I wanted to make all the mistakes before I filmed this video. Again, I did a ton of research and really couldn't find much that was easily accessible or something that was kind of helping me out. So again, that's why we make these videos. So without further ado, I'm gonna get into it. So this is a 2021 SlingShot, and I wanted to put different wheels on it, and today I'm going to walk you through on how to do it. It's exactly like changing a normal tire, which I guess would assume, or I would assume, is the reason why there's not much in terms of like video or anything like that. But that would be if you're just changing stock to stock, right? And so what ends up happening is when you do change wheels, what you don't end up getting are the hub Centric rings, right? And there's two different kinds. You have plastic and you have aluminum. And the difference between the two, most people are going to be wanting to stick with the aluminum ones. And the reason for having aluminum over plastic is aluminum is going to be for people who are doing motocross, who are going to have a lot of pressure on these wheels. Someone who's doing just really high motorsports related stuff, or if you have multiple wheels that you're going to be changing in and out, those would be the reason why you'd want to have aluminum or metal over the plastic ones. And for most people, plastic is going to be the way to go. And there are some different ones. These, now mind you, I'm not sponsored by anyone yet, but the ones that I got are called Coyote Premium Wheel Accessories. And there's different sizes, and I didn't know, so I had to do a little bit of digging on that as well. And I found that for the SlingShot, the size that you need is 66.1 millimeter. That is the size wheel or a hub centric ring that you need. Another thing that I was kind of weary about was being able to jack up the SlingShot. When I got the wheels, I also didn't realize I didn't have anything to take the hubcaps, or not the hubcaps, but take the wheels that were on there off initially. And so what I found was that the wheels, the lug nuts that are on there, it is a 17 millimeter socket, deep socket that you need. And you're definitely going to need a breaker bar. So what I ended up getting was I went and I picked up this kind of breaker bar, and I also picked up a 4-way lug nut taker off, or what is the official name for this? Lug wrench. There we go. And so having that size, the 17 millimeter, is important because when you go on there, you have 17, you have 21, 22, and 19. Now, what I was initially and sorry for the messy garage, but what I was initially thinking was all I needed was the 17 millimeter socket and the breaker bar, and I'd be done. But knowing my luck, I would have messed up something, and lo and behold, I definitely messed up something. So what ended up happening was that particular socket is not specific to taking off a lug nut. It works, gets the job done, but the issue is that one of the lug nuts stuck inside of the socket, and I had to poke it out. What I ended up doing was, where'd it go? Here it is. What I ended up doing was I took this skinny thing and poked it straight through the hole there, and it popped out. It took me a couple tries, but I ended up doing it. So what I would recommend doing is taking your 17 or whatever socket they give you and just walk it in there, kind of hand tighten it, take out the lug nut, and then use the lug nut wrench over there. How I started doing the back was I loosened it up while the original tire was on the ground. I took a low profile jack and let me get under here to show you. I took the low profile jack and I put it right here and then took it up. Also make sure you have your parking brake on, have a wheel chock there if you have one. And you also want to be careful putting on the wheel with your hub Centric cap, because since they are plastic, they do tend to break, which is not fun. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put on a hub Centric cap now, show you how I do it. So I've already taken off the wheel, and as you can see, my low profile jack is sitting right there where that Y is. And what I'm gonna do is pop that bad boy in here, and you know it'll fit when it's tight, right? When there's no gaps. You also want to test fit, make sure it fits on the hub assembly as well, and it does, so we're good to go there. So it looks a little rusty too, but basically now put this here. Okay, I accidentally hit stop, so my bad on that. And with that being said, I'll move this one over. So this, I ended up buying some lug nuts from the place that I got my wheels, and it did come with this little set right here. This was in here. This is actually 17, just kind of skinny, I guess. So you can see that the wheel is off the ground. Had to jack it up a little bit further because wheels are so big, you know. Anyway, so here I'm just gonna kind of put this on there and do the start motion. And man, I need a stand to kind of get this. So now I'm gonna put this on here. There we go. And since I got that one, should be able to plop this one on. There we go. And then I'm gonna plop that one on. And man, it is hot. I mean, I'm in my garage, but it's every bit of 95 degrees outside right now with all humidity, all of it. And put that there. And for those who are wondering where I got the wheels, again, not sponsored by anyone, but BB Wheels is what I did, or where I bought these from. They asked me if I wanted to buy the Centric hubcaps along with the lug nuts, and I opted to do that. So hence the reason why I had the lug nuts. Anyway, now I lost, where'd it go? And there, and you know what, there you go. Tools just disappear. Looking for my, let me pause it. Okay, we're back, and it was right there. So anyway, we are going to take this one, kind of do the star motion like you're changing the tire. Now, one thing I wasn't aware of is there are no TPMS sensors on here. You can buy them, but the way that they go on is special nozzles or caps that go on the nozzle right here. However, I would recommend not getting them, and the reason being is because the way that they measure it is by letting the air out which obviously you don't want to let air out. So as long as you just kind of maintain it, you know, before you go on like a big trip or something like that, you should be good to go. Shouldn't need it. And always be sure to torque these according to manufacturer spec, as all of them. There we go. There we go. There we go. And there we go. Okay, so next step that I'm going to do is I'm going to lower this. I'm going to put some tension or pressure on the wheel, and then I'm going to tighten it down. And since my sockets stick to these lug nuts for whatever reason, I ended up finding a 19 that fits perfectly in here, and that's how I'm going to tighten them. So I'm going to pause the button. I'm going to lower down the car or lower down the slingshot, and I'll be right back. Here we go. Lower it down slow. There we go. And now we move it over to the other side. All right. So here we go. Got the deuces on it. Now let's tighten this bad boy up. I don't know how that got. Oh, I thought that was a blemish on it for some reason. All right. So I'm gonna do star pattern. I'm not going to get it super tight yet. I'm just making sure they sit snugly against the wheel. Again, with the star pattern. There's that. I believe that one's the last one, yeah. So that's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. And that's good. Okay, so now I'm going to pause. I'm going to go around, make sure they're all tight to the wheel now, since they're all snug, and we'll go on to the other side. Okay, so I loosened up those bolts. So now what I'm going to do is show you guys where I put my low profile jack on the slingshot. And this is an oil pan, and disregard the lights falling off down there. Got to get that fixed. So here we go. What is this looking at right now? Oh, there we go. Okay, there we go. So as you can see, where'd it go? Right here, where this tube and the one running parallel to it right there, that is where I'm going to put my low profile jack. Let's see. There we go. All right, that is on both of those. And I'm gonna pause. I'll be back. All right, now we are back, and now I'm just gonna pop this in there, take that one out, take that one out, take that one out. Yeah, it's wanting to kind of come off already. Just come off. And pop that one off. Okay, so now this wheel is coming off. Whew. So the next step is pulling that off. Once I pull that off, I'm gonna go get the new wheel that's there. I'm gonna pop in the hub Centric wheel ring right here, put it on, tighten her up, and be good to go. So I'll be right back. Okay, we are back. Got the new wheel here. We got the other one taken off. Now it's probably a good time to go in and make sure all of your connections in here are good to go. And if so, I think you're good to go. So anyway, so we're gonna put the hub Centric ring in. There you go, fit in there, pretty good. And I'm gonna try to get a video. I'm gonna prop it up, see if I can't get it angled the right way. Where is it at? Yeah, I'm gonna try to get it like this. Hopefully, hope this works. So, scoop that bad boy in there. You gotta be careful not to damage this wheel. Hub Centric cap. Oh, I can't get that word down. Of course, this was going to be a pain. All right, I'll be back. Okay, I figured out the issue. Whew, make sure you you get your low profile jack up high enough. Wasn't allowing enough clearance in there, which caused the issue. So now we're just going to repeat the steps that we did in the other one. We're going to hand tighten them. We're gonna hand tighten them on here. Once we do that, we're gonna take the socket and hand tighten them one more time in that star pattern, drop it, tighten them up again, we should be on the road. So I will be back. Okay, so I just hand tightened these 5. Now I'm gonna take the socket right here and in the star pattern start bringing them closer. Whew. Man, it is hot. It is like so hot. All right, now if those are hand tightened in a star pattern, I'm gonna go around like so. Just make sure got all the slack out. Now I'm gonna lower it. Whew, man. There we go. Whew, man. Now we take the socket that they gave us. I'm gonna plop it into this bad boy here and start tightening these down in star pattern. There we go. There's one. Sorry for the weird camera angle there. Man, there was a lot of slack in that one. There's that. Move over to the next one. Here we go. Move on. This one here. There we go. Oh, I think I hear an ice cream truck. I could be daydreaming though. No, it's my cell phone. Oh. Only if I could be so lucky. Okay, false alarm. It wasn't an ice cream truck. So there we go. So I got that one. And make sure I got this one. Yeah, I knew I missed one. So now I'm just gonna go around in a circle real quick and make sure they're all snug, good to go, and I'll be back. Oh, it's going again. Okay, well, that makes sense. Let me turn this thing around. Won't even turn around. Anyway, my camera's busted. So, we put that one on. We put that one on. We put the back one on. Remember, 66.1 is the size of the hub Centric cap. And you definitely need a low profile jack. You need wheel chocks, depending on what size lug nut you have. I had a 17mm deep socket, but you might be better off getting just a 4-way lug wrench and calling it a day. So do one last look around, make sure all your tools are up, and good luck. Good luck. Oh, here you go. Drop a follow on Thor's Instagram right there. And my camera finally decides to work. Drop a comment. Let me know how bad of a job I did. Or a good job. Either way, let me know. Hope you have a good day. Like, follow, subscribe. See ya.